So I've made literally hundreds of videos over the last 6 years or so, and as such, my storage needs have grown a lot. So I saw this deal over on B&H and decided to pick one up. This is the Western Digital WD Elements 5 terabyte USB 3 hard drive. Now there are a couple of reasons that I picked this up. The first and foremost, obviously, it's a large amount of storage and it's USB 3, so it should be very, very fast. But additionally, there are supposedly 2 or 3 different variants of this drive. And you're actually supposed to be able to tell by the DCM code here on the bottom of the box. DCC, DBAC. I'm actually gonna go look that up real quick and we'll see what kind of drive is supposedly inside of this. And I did just take a look over at Slick Deals. And supposedly, this code here on the bottom, the DCC, DBAC, the BAC on the end means that it is a Western Digital red drive. Like I said, there are a couple of different variants of this, primarily the green drive or the red drive. The green drive is the ultra low power, ultra low speed, slow for the sake of energy savings drive. And then there's the red drive, which is intended for higher speed applications, network attached storage, which supposedly is what is inside of here. I can actually look that up later with some software and I may do that in this video. But here included, we also have this large guide, gives you a little bit of information and installation instructions. We have a USB 3 cable, not terribly long, but it should be long enough to get the job done. The wall wart for it, which says that it outputs 12 volts at 1.5 amps, so it requires quite a bit of power. And then, of course, the drive itself. Has a sort of a glossy dark gray finish to it. I don't think that color is really translating well on camera, but not bad at all. It says WD Western Digital Elements. Here on the back is where that DC 12 volt line in goes, as well as that USB 3 port. Then you have your little Kensington lock there in case you want to use that, and a power button. I don't recall any of my other drives having a power button on them, so that's very, very nice. You got rubber feet on the bottom so it doesn't slip around if you hold it up like this. I'll probably be laying it down just because I normally do set the drive right on top of the system and leave it that way. And that looks like the hard drive activity light right here on the front. There, you can sort of see it in the light reflection. But at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and get everything hooked up to the system. We'll see how fast it runs. So I'll probably do the rest of this from an actual screen capture. So as you can see, I've gone ahead and installed the USB drive on my system. It reports 4.54 terabytes out of 4.54 terabytes free. I can go in and look at the properties. You see that big old 5 terabyte number there. If you go into it, it's already got a little bit of stuff on it. Western Digital trialware stuff you don't really want. I opened up the Crystal Disk info I found over on Slick Deals, the site where I found the deal. Unfortunately, the information I found on the outside of the box did not correspond to the actual drive itself. This says WD50EZRX, which means it is the green drive, not the red drive. So I'm a little unfortunate there, but it's still, the green drive retails for more than 130 bucks, which is what I paid for this on B&H. Here's the Crystal Disk mark that I ran against it. The sequential reads and writes came out to about 175 a piece, which actually was faster than what the Slick Deals people said it was supposed to be. This was just for comparison. This is the SSD that I have as my main system drive, so this is going to be a bit slower than that, but I kind of expected that. This is a really fast SSD. Not the fastest you can get, obviously, but still decently fast. But this is a USB 3 drive, and for 170, 180 megabytes per second, that's really not bad at all. So anyway, I'll put a link to where I found this down in the video description. I'll also put a link to the Slick Deals thread where I found the link itself. I'm going to go ahead and get to work filling this up, but that's going to be all for me for today. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.